お願いです、魔法使い。私をあれのところまで。
Hello guys and welcome to my channel SJM Anime. I hope you guys are watching my video because so much more and really amazing animes to watch in this year. So watch my video and don't miss any of the anime that released in 2023. Okay? And one more thing guys, today I'm going to show you the part 3 of all new releasing anime. So watch it and enjoy it.
もっとあいつにこれまで味わったことのない経験をさせてやらないと。早速思いついたぞ。このタイムリープしちゃった
Our first anime is 60-bit sensation Another Layer. The broadcast started on October 4. The story is about a character Konoha Akisato. He's an illustrator who loves beautiful girls and shoujo games. She works at the video games studio and has been to become a super famous illustrator. However, reality did not work out well as she hoped. In the present, where mobile games are all the rage, Konoha spends her days as the sub-illustrator just coloring the back of background characters. But one day, after some happening, Konoha got her hand on a masterpiece of a shoujo games from the owner of a game shop. Thinking back to the golden age of shoujo games, Konoha opened the package of Tokusai and was suddenly enveloped by the dazzling light, transferring her to the past. She arrived in the year of 1992, the golden age of shoujo games. Now, joining a company named Alcohol Soft, will Konoha be able to think, grow and create her beautiful girls? So, it's an anime with some comedy and scientific.
タイムトラベラーは歴史を変えちゃダメなんだろ。
美少女を思いっきり活躍させられるのが美少女ゲームだから。16ビットセンセーションアナザーレイヤー。みんなが一瞬も目を離せない私にならなきゃ。行こう。飛んでいくんだ。次の世界に。
Moving on, our next anime is Kisuna no Alice Season 2. The broadcast started on October 4. I hope you guys watched the first season. The story is about it's been 5 years since AI Kisuna disappeared from the virtual world. Despite being an AI, she has captured the hearts of her fans, including Miracle, an aspiring virtual artist, with her performances. As Miracle attends ADE Academy, a school for virtual artists, she makes new friends while learning more about singing, performing, and streaming. So, it's an anime with some comedy and some scientific.
もうこのゲームからは逃れられねえ。死ぬか神になるか、それ以外に選択肢はねえんだよ。
Our next anime is Kamirabi God Up. The anime broadcast started on October 4. The story is about the ultimate battle royale for divinity has begun. High schoolers must use their unique powers to compete each other for the coveted title God. But as each brawl became more vicious than the last, alliances are formed and battles take place. Who will emerge victorious and climb their godly throne? So, if you like an anime with some action and thriller, it's an anime for you.
おかしいだろ。何も悪いことしてないし。
なんでこんな。銀河をねじ曲げる力の代償はお前に訪れる不幸なんだ。
ここで死ぬぐらいなら多少不幸になっても構わねえよ。
じゃあ
神選び。
待ってるご令嬢ですわ。
シャーロット・エヴァンズ、君を国家反逆罪で逮捕する。
ごめんね、ナタリア。何も言わずに飛び出して。でも生きていればきっとまた。
Moving on, our next anime is I am giving the disgraced noble lady I rescued a crash course in naughtiness. The anime broadcast started on October 4. This is a story of Alan, a wizard living in the woods, and Charlotte being mistreated by her family and betrayed by her fiancé. One day, Alan discovers the battered noble lady, Charlotte, lying in the woods and brings her back to his house. He hires her as a maid and let her living in his mansion. Alan expected Charlotte to soon leave, but Alan Crawford is a misanthropic sorcerer known as the Dark Lord. When he comes across Charlotte even, a noble woman exiled on false charges, his memories of being betrayed 3 years ago come rushing back. He decided to teach Charlotte all about pleasures, vices, and joys of naughty living. Can a broken heart be mended with righteous living? These two are bound to find out. So it's an anime with some comedy and fantasy.
俺のなんだ単なる居候二人目の妹もしくは俺の婚約破棄された令状を拾った俺がいけないことを教え込む。
それでもやっぱり勝ちたいです。これからまた頑張りますのでビシビシご指導お願いいたします。
Our next anime is Yuma Musume Pretty Derby Season 3. The anime broadcast started on October 4th. The story is about various resources who have left behind worthy legacies. Unique as they can be, are reincarnated as horse girls in a parallel world. In this life, they start their journey and use they continue to race and perhaps relive the success they once lived through. So if you like the anime with some comedy and drama, it's an anime for you to watch.
チームカペラで悲願の G1 制覇のためにテレビアニメ「ウマ娘プリティーダービー」
Moving on, our next anime is Bullbuster. The anime broadcast started on October 4th. The story is about a young engineer, Tetsuro Okino. It transferred to a vermin extermination company called Hato Industry with the new robot Bullbuster that he developed himself. There, Hato Industry, a small company with little money, and its president Tajima are against a mysterious creature. There are few costs for robots, labor costs for pilots, and of course, wasting even a single bullet is unacceptable. Between their ideals of extermination and the reality of budget, what does the future hold for Hato? If you like scientific anime, it's an anime for you to watch.
今回のボスは最強の吸血鬼って触れ込みだし、せっかくだしちょっと派手な登場シーンで始めようかな。
Moving on, our next anime is The Evidence in the Shadow Season 2. The anime broadcast started on October 4. I watched the first season of this anime, and if you guys didn't watch the first season, I should just brief it for you guys. So, for as long as he can remember, Minoru Kageno has been fixated on becoming as strong as possible, which has led him to undertake all kinds of rigorous training. The wish, however, does not stem from a desire to be recognized by others. So, while pretending to be a complete average student during the day, he arms himself with a crowbar and ruthlessly trashes local bike gangs at night. Yet, when Minoru finds himself in a truck accident, his ambitions seemingly come to a sudden end. In his final moments, he laments his powerlessness. No matter how much he trained, there was nothing he could do to overcome his human limitations. But instead of dying, Minoru becomes a Sid, the second child of noble Kageno family. In another world, one where magic is commonplace. With the power he so decided finally within his grasp, he dons the moniker Shadow and established Shadow Garden, a group whose sole purpose is to combat the enigmatic cult of Diablos, an organization born from Sid's imagination. However, as Shadow Garden grows in both membership and influence, it becomes increasingly apparent that the cult of Diablos is not as fiction as Sid had intended. So, if you like an anime with some action and some adventure, it's an anime for you to watch.
新たな物語を紡いでいるのだとしても僕は変わらない。ただ影の実力者を目指すだけだ。我が名はシャドウ。影に潜む影を狩る者。
突然両親を亡くし、兄弟4人なんとかかんとか暮らしている。これがゆずき家。いただきます。
Our next anime is The Four Brothers of Yuzuki. The anime broadcast started on October 5. The story is about the Yuzuki family, which consists of four brothers, lost their parents 2 years ago. Hayato, the eldest son, is a hard worker and the pillar of the family. Mikoto, the second son, is calm and collected, but he has a soft spot for his younger brother Minato, whom he adores and thinks is cute. Minato, the third son, is energetic and adores his brother, but he is clumsy and awkward. Gakuto, the fourth son, is a studious and mature first grader who is often referred to as a wise man. The story depicts the four brothers' daily life as they navigate their family, school, and community. So, if you like the anime with some drama and family thing, it's an anime for you to watch.
俺たち兄弟はずっと家族なんだから4人で支え合って生きていこう。大事なものだって分かったから一緒に守るために戦うよ。
Moving on, our next anime is Bikuri Man. The anime broadcast started on October 5. The story is about in a world where the values of Bikuri Man's tickets are so high that they have to be transported in a cash transport vehicle. There was also a famous robbery case 1 year ago called the 300 million Bikuri Man's tickets case. One day, a high school delivery part-timer named Yamato gets involved in a battle over tickets between two competing convenience stores. The Angel Mart, owned by the Phoenix store manager, is famous for its easy-to-use glitter stickers. The Devil store across the street also tries to attract Bikuri Man fans to their store. Former comrades are divided into allies and foes, and the battle of destiny begins. If you like an anime with some comedy and fantasy, it's an anime for you to
ここに
watch.
はいつだってワクワクがあった。ワクワクは偽れない。
日本のことわざにこんなのがあります。石を投げれば忍者に当たる。
Our next anime is Under Ninja. The anime broadcast started on October 5. The story is about after World War II, Allied command in Japan developed a new agency to help manage terrorism and violence within the Pacific region. The agency was staffed with a ninja and they were initially tasked to handle domestic affairs. Eventually, the program grew into its current form, managing 20,000 ninja across a range of domestic and international affairs. One of the ninjas happened to be Kuro. The 70-year-old high school loser is now positioned to be the next in line of defense against a potential surge in the foreign assassin invading Tokyo. If you like the anime with some action and comedy, it's an anime for you to watch.
なるほどね。
あなたたちは何かに縛られることがある？
Moving on, our next anime is The Ancient Magus' Bride, Season 2's Part 2. The anime broadcast started on October 5. I watched the first season of this anime, and if you guys didn't watch the first season, I should just brief it for you guys how it starts. The story is about a Hitori Chise has lived a life full of neglects and abuse. Devoid of anything resembling love, far from the warmth of her family, she had her share of troubles and pitfalls. Just when all hope seemed lost, a fateful encounter awaits her when a man with the head of beast wielding strange powers obtains her through a slave auction. Chise's life will never be the same again. So that's how it starts. Those who watched the first season, overall this season is most likely worth watching and definitely trying if you like the first season. So if you like an anime with some fantasy and drama, it's an anime for you to watch.
影の中にある。
私なんかに許されていることなんて何もないから。
あるって言いたいのにな。私が自由だと教えてくれた人たちがしてくれたように。たどれ。
ルロロナ村のアジンを求めるとおっしゃるなら、ゼルトブルに行ってみるというのはどうでしょう。
ゼルトブル。
見かけない顔ね。ここは初めて。
正体を隠して地下の賭博闘技に出場する。
Moving on, our next anime is The Rising of the Shield Hero Season 3. The anime broadcast started on October 6. I watched the first season of this anime and it was pretty amazing. I also hope that you guys watched it too. But the Season 2 of the Shield Hero was pretty much disappointing. But when it comes to the overall story, the third season of The Rising Shield Hero has been doing a rather good job thus far. It's not as compelling as the first, but it's still quite interesting. That being said, there is a one glaring issue that keeps appearing in every episode of this season. So, if you like an anime with some action and adventure, it's an anime for you to watch. And I really recommend to watch the first season of this anime, so watch it.
俺はもっと強くならなくちゃならない。共に強くならないか。
頑張りましょう。なんだかよくわかんないけど面白そう。一気に決めます。
僕は正義の味方です。これは必要な戦いだ。仲間のためなら何だって敵に回してやる。
So, that's the end of the all new release anime part 3. If you like this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay then, have a nice day. Thank you.